Oh, this is fun. I love Christmas. I love Christmas.
Decorating for Christmas.
Why would Choice Designs ask us to help them decorate?
Hey,
I
I
don't
do
get
a
no
pretty
idea
good
where this
job.
goes.
It's Christmas time. Don't you guys reminisce a little bit? Remember all the shows? We've already done 50 shows this year alone.
It's been a good year. Great time to reflect.
It is. It is great. I love the episode that we did.
This
The
is-
fireplaces.
oh, wait.
That's so much fun.
Tony,
Where should we put this?
where did you get that? Did you take that off a sleigh?
I'm not saying.
Oh man, you know what? We've got a lot of things to be thankful for this year, and we have a lot of shows to talk about. We got more stuff to bring in. So
Okay, let's go
Oh,
get
by the
it.
way,
set.
Tony, did you get my Christmas
Where am I
present?
supposed to put this at?
Where'd you get it?
I don't know if Choice Designs is going to like this, but I kind of had fun doing this, didn't you?
That looks pretty good.
You know, this time of Christmas, isn't it absolutely amazing, the things that you start thinking about in the past and the episodes we've done? But Lonnie, would you go ahead and open the show up?
Hey, welcome to Between the Studs. My name's Lonnie Norris, and this is part of the Granite Ridge Builders team, including Tony Ranke, our president. We build custom homes in northern Indiana, northwest Ohio, and also parts of southern Michigan. We're glad you've joined us today. We've got an exciting show as we reflect on our many blessings at this Christmas season.
You know, Choice Designs asked us to help. I'm not sure they wanted us to do it all, but we'll see what happens. However, during Christmas, I get a little reflective. There are so many things to be thankful for. Love, joy, all the things that we've done. Now, what I was thinking is some of our past shows, what were your favorites?
You know, I love the flooring one. It was so fun when you guys were testing out all the different ones. We got to talk about that. I like that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I loved framing and the mechanical stuff, power tools. I love power tools.
I love trim. You can really enhance your home with the use of trim.
I love our special financing program, those episodes talking about 502, getting really deserving families into brand new homes.
Looking at things like fireplaces is one of the things that I've really enjoyed. It's a great place to decorate for the holidays too.
Yep.
You know, the one thing that I keep thinking back on is the Villa Living episodes we've done, the segments we've done, really talking about the ease of life.
Okay, I've got an idea. Why don't we let our audience watch us do a little bit of decorating, helping Choice Designs out, but let's also reflect on some of the things that really made you thankful for the show that we've done, the episodes. Let's try that. All right, let's all break off into your favorite segments, and we'll see you while we're decorating some for Choice Designs.
Let's do it.
All right, I'm going to
Let's do
take
it.
the tree over here. This is a great one. This tree is finally good to go here, JR.
Hey, welcome. Every time I do a segment with you, I got to clean.
Because that's how it works between. We're family. That's that's what happens.
At least this floor is pretty easy to maintain.
It is pretty easy. You know, I have a floor like this in my house, and I love it. And it's really great with pets and dogs. My dog, it's so easy to clean up her hair and all of that kind of stuff. You know, with Christmas, a lot of people are getting dogs for Christmas for their kids and stuff like that. You know, it's really important to think about the flooring.
Don't tell Luke yet, but I'm getting you a full-size Great Dane, by the way. Something about like that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think my kids could handle that. But you know, I love the episode where we did talk about all the flooring and we were testing all the flooring out. You know, there's so many things to think about. Let's take a look.
Kayla, one of the most popular items in every home is a wood flooring, whether it be an actual hardwood or something that just resembles a wood look. There's a ton of different names and terms. I hear resilient plank, I hear laminates, I hear Core-Tech brands getting thrown out. Can you explain to me and our audience what some of these actually are?
Yeah, we'll take it one by one here. So I want to start with the resilient planks, or more commonly known as luxury vinyl tiles or luxury vinyl planks. Now that is a vinyl wood-looking floor installed just like a laminate with a tongue and groove, or some even have adhesive tabs. So couple different installation methods, but it is a vinyl product. It's a little bit thicker, so it's definitely preferred over the sheet vinyl. Usually has a lifetime, 20-year to lifetime warranty on it, and you have so many different colors and styles. You can get rustic looks, you can get traditional looks, and so we have so many different brands of that too. Like you mentioned, we have Core-Tech, Metrofloor, and Armstrong. Now the Core-Tech, you like this one now.
I like this one. There's some great properties of this one. It's got a lifetime warranty on it, right?
Yep.
It's also 100% waterproof.
It is.
And they advertise it as kid-proof and pet-proof, so it's perfect for somebody like you.
It is. We really like Cortec too because of this cork bottom. That's what the Cortec is made of. It has a cork bottom, but it's still 100% waterproof, and it's a vinyl on top. And so this here is really great for if you need to reduce that sound. You know, we're doing woods in great rooms and in, you know, whole houses a lot more, but that can get very echoey and just a little bit stale in the environment. But this definitely helps cut down on the sound because of that soft cork bottom.
The nice part about both of these products is they're very durable and very cost effective, right? Compared to what we're going to talk about next, which is an actual engineered or true hardwood.
It is. So the resilient planks or luxury vinyl planks, they start around $3 to $4 on up to about $5.50 a square foot, again installed and everything that goes with that. And these are typically floating floors, so you help save a little bit of cost with any sort of underlayment or pad.
So moving into what you call an engineered floor or a true hardwood, what are some of the differences between this, what we just talked about, and then the actual hardwood?
Well, this is an actual vinyl product, and engineered or solid woods are an actual wood product. So with an engineered, you have a thin layer of the actual wood on top with basically particle board underneath to cut down on the cost. Now with that, it's gorgeous. You have the true properties of wood, but it'd be very careful in moisture areas. You definitely don't want to put it in laundry rooms or bathrooms, and you definitely want to be careful. It can fade and scratch a little bit easier too, depending on the type of wood you would get.
And that can be the tricky part, is we're doing all these open concepts, so that flooring is kind of flowing throughout the house. So it's hard to transition from a hardwood to maybe an engineered product like we're looking at.
Exactly. And then you have your solid wood, usually 3/4 inch thick, nailed in, so we definitely don't want to do it on a slab application unless you build up that floor, which could definitely add to the cost as well. The good thing about solid wood though is it can be sanded through and refinished as many times as you want because of how thick it is. Now you're ranging up in cost probably $10 to $14 a square foot, so definitely not quite as friendly to the budget, but absolutely gorgeous for the right application, the right person. It's definitely something that is a wow factor. You know, that was a great What's Underfoot episode. I love that one.
I'm still a little sore from testing on the carpet.
Oh, come on, we have more to do back here.
More cleaning?
Yeah, we got more in. We got to keep doing that.
Help me out here, Tony.
Hey, I'd be happy to.
Take a look at this modern fireplace that we were still able to figure out how to decorate it and make it look wonderful for the holiday season.
You know, it's funny how important the fireplace really is when it comes to the holiday season in St. Nick. You know a little bit about that, right?
Oh, I love the story of St. Nicholas. St. Nicholas was actually a real person. He was a bishop in what would be modern-day Turkey. And in his small village, there was a man who had 3 daughters, and they were not very well off. And so in that time, of course, you had to give a dowry in order for your daughters to be married. And so he was so poor, he thought his daughters would never get married. St. Nicholas heard about this, and he was rich, actually, because when his parents died, when at a very early age, they left him a great inheritance of money. So he took some of his gold and had a nice bag of gold and dropped it down the fireplace, and it actually landed in a stocking, which they had hung up there to dry out. And that's where everyone began to have this idea of putting stockings by the fireplace.
And also that kind of starts with how St. Nicholas or Santa came down the fireplace as well.
Very much on cue.
You know, there's so much that's going on with the fireplaces anymore when it comes to, because like you said, we have a modern one here with no mantle that we designed one for it. There's also a lot of the wood beam mantles right now. We're seeing a lot of very intricate painted mantles. We're seeing the nice legs going down both sides, and that's just right around the firebox. We haven't even talked about the hearth.
And the hearth room, again, a wonderful addition to a place where you've actually, for some of our floor plans, we've got it where the fireplace actually faces 2 different sides. So you've got 2 different spaces to decorate, 2 different spaces to be able to enjoy the fire.
And it's really nice when you're doing some of these hearths, you're actually building it up with either brick or stone. So you have a nice place to sit down, relax, enjoy the fire, have some cocoa, and hang up some Christmas stockings at the same time.
So I think I've got the perfect gift for your stocking.
Oh yeah?
I'm not going to tell you, of course.
Oh, that
Keep a secret.
scares me right there.
Wow,
Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, what do you think about this? Look at that.
Wow, this is different. I think I'm going to stick with green.
Oh, but as the song says, I won't have a blue Christmas without you.
Okay.
Hey, you mentioned trim, scaping, or interior trim. What did you mean by that as being one of your favorite subjects this year?
Well, we've solved the empty box syndrome. So taking a plain dull house and adding a lot of wow with trimscaping. This could be a nice crown molding, wider baseboards. You could do wainscoting, things like a barn door, which
I
we have right behind you.
remember that show.
Remember that?
Let's reflect.
Okay.
Just a few weeks ago, we were out at Home Lumber and we watched them assemble our interior doors. We used slip jams and that was pretty cool. Let's talk about our interior doors, the different styles, maybe the different components that make up our interior doors in our new homes.
That's right. Out at Home Lumber, that was really the first step. Now these are delivered to the job site and they're installed, but there's more that goes to that assembly than what was done at Home Lumber.
You're right, Elizabeth. In a new home, there's approximately 1 foot for every square foot that we build. So if we build a 2,500 square foot home, there's approximately 2,500 linear feet of base and casing in a home. That's almost a half mile.
You're right, base and case trim, that is.
Right, right.
Now, around this door, we show you the assembly. This is what the trimmer is actually going to plant at the job site.
We hang doors,
We hang the door and we plant the trim.
Okay.
Now, what you see in a lot of homes is this profile. This is a colonial profile trim, and there's a lot of different selections here. Really depends on the style of your home, what you choose. This is a popular one right here because it lends itself to the craftsman style.
And so we have a head casing, and this would be called the leg casing?
That's correct. And we have a little bit of a, we'd call it a dog ear.
Or a reveal, perhaps?
Reveal, yes.
Right, and a lot of people like a little bit more reveal than that, and I know the craftsman style really loves that 1x around the door.
You're right. This is about 3 1/4 inch too, you'll notice. These do come in different widths. Kind of depends on the size of your home. You also need to keep in mind the area. You may not have room to do a real wide casing, so you might have to go to something a little more narrow.
Another thing I noticed is, we're raising these ceilings, and our typical door is 6'8" in height. And on those taller ceilings, a lot of times we need to do something above the door, don't we, to kind of beef it up?
Yes, we sure can. We could do a head casing for a couple $100. It's very dramatic, adds a lot of interest. So what you would have is a crosshead strip, then your freeze board, some crown molding, and then a top cap. Beautiful look. You can also do this on some of your openings. So you may have an opening from your great room to your nook. Adds a real wow to the room.
Elizabeth, we have a lot more options to discuss. Let's go over and look at a couple more things. Hey, Elizabeth, what I really like is this.
Oh, no.
Remember those days?
Connie is not going to like this. We need to get a different tree.
I love it, I love it. I'll have a blue Christmas without you.
Oh man,
Here we go.
so much to do here.
Got to complete the set here. Make sure everyone's happy.
Looky there. I don't think there was an elephant in Bethlehem. No,
That'll work.
Guys, we gotta finish this show. I got so much to do. I still gotta buy a couple Christmas presents today.
I have so many clients that need their home staged for Christmas. I got to do that.
One thing for sure, we don't have time this time of year to go outside and remove snow or work in the grass or yard.
Yeah, everybody's just too busy for that right now. And that reminds me of one of my favorite episodes is always talking about villa living, villa lifestyle,
yeah.
relaxing, tons of time. I really wish we could grab the clubs and go play around right now.
Why does everybody tell me when I play I need a compass? I don't know.
I'll explain it to you later.
Guys, one of the huge talking points that I get is gourmet kitchens when it comes to villa lifestyles. I love those episodes that we did when we were doing some cook-offs and some fun things like that talking about villa lifestyles. Let's take a look.
Hey, Cindy, let me help you here a little bit more.
Carl,
man.
it looks like you've helped me far too much already.
Carl, you're a mess. Did something blow up?
Yeah, I think I'll go get cleaned up.
Anyway, hey, Cindy, tell us about Parker's Bay. That's where you're at this weekend, a little bit about your model and where you're located.
Right. I'm out at Parker's Bay, which is out in the DuPont Road area, very near Parkview Hospital. Some people have had some trouble finding me just because it's not on GPS.
Okay, look
but
for signs.
yeah, look for signs. DuPont Road, look for First Source Bank. Turn
Okay.
there on DuPont Oaks Boulevard. And
Straight
that
back.
will
Okay.
take you right into Parker's Bay. I have 3 models out there this
3 models,
weekend.
okay.
Right. One we have staged. It is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Last week was my first weekend in there, and all of the people were really, really impressed.
You've got another house out there that's very unusual. What's unusual about that one model?
Unusual out there is the fact that we have a basement with a villa. Most people think that's something that you don't put together, but we're having a lot of interest in it. In fact, I think there's already some offers on that
Great.
house.
I know it's priced in the mid-200s too, which is very affordable. Go see Cindy this weekend at Parker's Bay.
Look forward to seeing you there.
Guys, those islands and all of these segments, we have so many different kinds. They're amazing. We have double, deep, angled islands. It is a huge feature in everybody's home right now.
And of course, outdoor living is one of my favorites. It's such a great way to accent any home, and there's so many different options now, from a screened-in porch to a wide open patio, all kinds of great things we could do, and we've got some great footage of those episodes as well. Well, Tony, here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, we definitely experience all 4 seasons.
You know, and we're using so much more of our outdoor space. We're looking for ways that we can expand the time spent outside. Use it a little month too earlier in the spring, maybe a month too later in the fall, so we can get a good 8 to 9 months out of our space.
And a great way to do that is to use something like this. This is a tornado tube. And what this does, again, you've got a flame, and it's basically a space heater for your outdoor patio.
It also helps with taking care of the bugs in the area and everything like that. This thing is visually stunning. Izzy, why don't you crank that up a little bit?
And just like that, you've made your spring and fall a little bit more outdoor friendly.
Salute.
So even if you're not going down to Florida for the winter, you can still have one of those little tornado fire heaters and actually still use your veranda year-round.
You know, this has been a great segment, guys, but I really need some help with some Christmas staging. Come on, let's go.
I gotta go get those presents.
Okay, back to it.
You know, Lonnie, there's been a lot of history over the last 1,000 years of the types of Christmas trees, and they've evolved a lot.
You're right. Originally, it's thought that the pagans used them in some of their winter activities and celebrations, and then Europe used them to celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, and you know, the original species of woods was fir. Now, what was interesting, they actually took the trees and hung them upside down. That made no sense.
It was kind of weird. Also, hawthorn trees and cherry trees were used. They were very small saplings, and they would bring them in, and they hoped that they would bud at that Christmas season.
Pretty. Now, also, then when did we start using evergreen trees?
Well, certainly over 1,000 years ago. And one of the theories or legends is that Martin Luther was walking through the woods and he saw the stars glistening through the forest and through the chestnut trees. He said, wow, I want to bring one of those in because that's a symbol of Jesus coming down and bringing light to our world.
And look at all the ornamentation we're now starting to put
it's
on
unbelievable.
trees.
Yeah, and also in the early days, they put food on trees. I would have really liked those early days.
I do too. Speaking of all this wood, you know what my favorite segment that we did last year? It was all about the framing.
I love framing. And I remember when Teresa came in with her friend, we called the dummy, or Hank, and they shared a little song with us.
That was our Christmas skit, remember?
Yeah.
Hey, wait, just say, you know what? I just saw Teresa pass by. Let's get her in
bring
here
her in.
and see if she'll give us that little construction song that she did with Hank.
All about trees.
Hey, Teresa, why don't you come on in here for a second? Lonnie and I were talking about that skit that we performed for that Christmas program.
Hey, I remember that.
Yeah, you know what? Now, I'd like for our audience, I'm going to introduce, this is Teresa. This is her friend, Hank.
Hey, this is pretty awesome. Here I am, a real stud between 2 fake TV reality studs. Hey, you know, since we're talking about wood, I wrote a little song about wood.
Oh,
Would you like to hear that?
yeah. Yep, absolutely.
Bless us, please.
Good. Hey, I think I need to warm up my vocal cords first. All right, Hank, you go ahead. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, da. Oh, okay. Whew. I think, well, if you think you're ready, you go ahead and sing. Oh, okay, here it goes. The sole plate connected to the common stud connected to the seal plate connected to the trailer stud connected to the header connected to the top plate connected to the double plate connected to the raptor tail.
Lonnie, this is absolutely better than any framing process show we've ever done. We could probably use Hank in an education class.
She's ready to train our superintendents.
Oh, this is better than that. Hank, you know what? You did an amazing job. Thank you.
Thank you.
You know, JR, one of the things that Granite Ridge Builders did this past year was to build 100 homes, actually a little more than 100 homes that qualified for special financing.
Yeah, Lonnie, in many of those cases, those were families that wouldn't have been able to enjoy the benefits of home ownership without this specific loan type.
You're right. We're talking about single parents, single people, elderly people, people from all different walks of life owning a home for the very first time in many cases. And we're talking about an incredible package, loan package.
I had a fantastic couple, 4 children, only just were outgrowing the space that we're in, had very limited options. We were able to get them into a 4-bedroom, brand new home where everybody had enough space.
I'm thinking about another family who actually moved down from Detroit, the inner city of Detroit, to a location that provides incredible security and affordability and efficiency in a brand new Granite Ridge home.
So Lonnie, what are a few of the quick details about the loan?
Well, one of the exciting things about the loan is there is no down payment. Also, the closing costs are very modest, from anywhere from about $1,000 to maybe $1,500. And then the most exciting part is payments are based on income, and they range from about $650 per month up to about $850 per month.
And we can utilize this loan in a various amount of locations. We've got areas all over Fort Wayne and surrounding counties and towns.
Jared, we're talking about a lot of different locations. First of all, we have an office in Goshen, and we're building a lot of these homes in the Goshen area. Then as we come back to Fort Wayne, we're building on the southwest side of Fort Wayne, we're building on the northwest side of Fort Wayne, on the northeast side of Fort Wayne. We're building also, as you think about it, we're actually building in 13 different counties, including Steuben County and LaGrange and Noble County. Got a lot of opportunities out there.
That's just to name a few. Lonnie, I cannot think of a better Christmas gift this year than for a brand new home for so many deserving families out there. We'd love to explain with you in detail how this loan works. So if you yourself is looking to buy a new home or you know anybody else, please have them give us a call. Come in and meet us. We'd love to help you with the gift of home ownership.
Love to do it. And by the way, the application process is free.
No, it needs to be bigger and
This is why you shouldn't ask me to do this kind of stuff.
All right, I'll get someone else. We're here in the Jennifer Ford Art Gallery, and it is all decorated for Christmas. And they actually have a lot of different tables that you can come and shop for your Christmas decorations, and it's all designed by color. So we have reds, blues, greens, whites, anything that you're looking for your new home.
Kayla, I think everybody really associates a few specific colors with Christmas, and I've got a couple of my favorites. What are some of yours?
You know, my favorite color overall is actually green, and green is huge when it comes to Christmas time. You know, one of the things that I love to decorate with is holly, and green with the holly leaves, it's a thorny leaf, so that actually used to represent Jesus' crown of thorns, and the red berries on the holly is Jesus' blood that he shed from those thorns. The other one that I love is ivy. Ivy is a great decoration in plants and vases. You know, what the great thing about ivy, it has to have a support system to grow. And that actually represents that in our lives we need God in order to grow as well.
Kayla, one of my favorite decorations around the holidays is always wreaths. We're not really sure where wreaths originated from, but I think they can tie it back to Roman times, where they used to hang them on their doors as a symbol of victory. They even used to give these out in early Olympics to all the winners.
Oh, that's really awesome. You know, one of the things with green that I love actually in our new homes now is using green as a bedroom color. Again, one of my favorite colors. It's a great soothing bedroom color. We've even done some accents with wood walls to just tie everything in.
And Kayla, when we talk about Christmas and the holidays, you talked about green. I think you always have to incorporate red into the holidays as well.
Oh, of course, because it's a complementary color.
Yeah, and you mentioned red and the holly berries representing the blood of Christ. So because of that, they actually started using red as bishop's robes. Okay. St. Nicholas wore red, and that's how it transitioned into Santa's jacket for the holidays.
Never would have thought about that.
I think our best use of red this year was easily in the siding color out in sienna. It was a beautiful choice.
I love getting bold with siding, and red was one of my favorite picks this year. You know, another great color that is really coming back in houses is gold. We have gold for all of these finishes and light fixtures. It is really popular, and nothing the old gold that we used to see. It's kind of come back as this new champagne bronze, which is a lot of fun. That then for gold in Christmas time, it represents light. And we need a lot of light here because in the wintertime, our days are so short and it's so dark. We really need to brighten things up. And that's what gold represents here in Christmas.
Kayla, another color that we associate in terms of light with the holidays is the color of white. We always think about it for snow, but we actually decorate with the color white quite often. A lot of times people would use white paper wafers as ornaments. That was to represent the bread that we would take in communion that represented the body of Christ.
That's really great. You know, the last one that I think that we're using a lot of here is blue. I love blue on the Christmas trees and everything. Blue is actually a color that was more expensive than gold when it came to dyes. So the blue was a royal color, and they actually used that then to represent Mary as being somebody very important. And my favorite blue this year is definitely the cabinet color that we use for islands or even an entire perimeter. I'm loving blue in the new homes.
I love talking about all the colors and seeing them all. They're bright and festive around the holidays. I've got some decorating to finish up. Can we get done real quick?
Okay, all right.
Come on,
let's
go.
Merry
Christmas from Choice Designs. As the season is slowing down, we have quite a few sales going on here at Choice Designs.
Our first sale is going to start 40% off all of our Christmas items January 2nd through the 6th.
So we hope that you will come join us for our sale. We are located at 3223 Carroll Road, directly behind the Shiloh, or you can check us out online at www.choicedesignsinc.com.
Lonnie, I don't think Choice Designs actually like the way we decorate over here, but I think this Great Dane works, don't you?
Kind of looks Christmassy. Look at that red.
Yeah.
You know, red
Let's
star.
try it and see what they think.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
You know what? For Christmas episode, this has been fun. What are you guys thankful for this year?
I'm so thankful for my family, my husband Adam, my 2 boys Graham and Brady, and of course I'm thankful for all my coworkers.
I'm thankful for the joy of music, and I'm thankful that my kids love music. We love to sing, and so I'm guessing we'll probably carol a couple times, so watch out. We might come to your house.
And he means it.
I'm so thankful to be a part of this Granite Ridge family, and for all the families that we've helped this year get into homes. Some of them have become really good members of our family and really good friends for me personally.
You know, one thing that I'm really thankful for is I moved away a long time ago and I moved back. And to be back home with my Indiana family and my Indiana friends and to feel like I'm home again and to actually get to know my nieces and nephews again over the last 7 years. So it's been really good to be back home.
And we're happy to have you back.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm also thankful for family and a wife of 40 years. Can't believe it. Also, I've got 7 grandkids. And I got a brand new one. She's about that long.
That's really great. You know, I'm very thankful for all the opportunities I've had with Granite Ridge this year, doing this show, seeing all of your clients out there. It's been so much fun. I'm really thankful for my job, Dad. Yeah, you know.
And I'm thankful for my 3 great daughters, too. But you know what? We really are very, very thankful. We're thankful for you all, that you guys have tuned in, watched us. You've put up with a lot of shenanigans and a lot of great things, but we do thank you this year. Also, I'm very, very thankful for our staff, what they've come through and done. We've built over 300 homes. We've built almost 3,000 homes in the area. So again, we are so thankful. So JR, would you want to close?
As always, guys, we want to thank you for spending part of your day and your year with us here at Granite Ridge Builders. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about who we are, what we do, and why we do what we do so well, please just pick up the phone, give us a call, visit the website below. Even better yet, come in the front door. We'd love to meet you and help you build your next home during 2017.
You know, I thought what we do a little different for closing today. We just got done doing a great, fantastic office party. We have a choir now that we found out that we formed, and we thought we would give you guys a treat. We're going to spend the next 30 seconds or a minute letting you hear our Granite Ridge Choir.
Sing along with us.
Oh, you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list, he's checking it twice, gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. He sees you when you're sleeping.
That's kind of creepy.
He knows when you're awake. He knows if you've been bad or good. So be good for goodness sake. Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. You better not